Hello. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot of time to say this, but I really just want to pour this out. Stay the living crap away from people as much as possible. While you're here living this life, it would be better for you to be able to find your own path, learn in your own individual life, and be able to find God in your own individual life with your own pace, your own time, and your own choice and your own decision and your own life. People are so corrupted. It's like if you don't cuss, there's something wrong with you. If you don't get mad over certain things, there's something wrong with you. You need to be getting mad, you need to be cussing. If you help out someone who has hurt you and you start giving to someone who has hurt you, there's something wrong with you. A lot of people stay 10 tones down with unforgiveness. I understand unforgiveness, I really do. But you know what I found out personally that unforgiveness does for me? I start feeling this tightness that's like right here, and I don't ever let it go. If you really want to know about it, it can cause cancer. It can cause a heart attack. It can cause a blood clot. You won't know that until it happens. Then whenever it happens, you gonna deny it. Unless you listen. Unless you understand. People despise silence. I even despise silence. I've done that. In my heart. In my heart, something has despised silence. It was something that was just in me. People are also so corrupted to where if someone does something bad to you and you don't get back at them, it's like if you don't get revenge on them with whatever it is that they did, then everyone wants to call you, they want to say bad words. They want to call you the P word. They want to call you the B word, a little bitch. They want to call you a wimp. They have different names for it, but mostly they want to call you the Pussy word. All because you won't get back at someone who did something to you. People are also so corrupted that it's like whenever something does happen that is unfair, or that is something you have to do. Yes, it is a type of suffering. It's not slavery. It's not something that'll kill you. It's like your job or, mostly preferably at something at school or something at your job. Something you have to do that actually kind of isn't fair, but it is what it is. It's like if you don't complain like how everyone else is, then people be mad at you and be wondering, how are you not complaining? How are you not saying anything? You know what I mean? The way I look at it, you go do you, I'm gonna do me. That's the way I look at it. I love too how people make up their own rules with culture. People are so corrupted. If you're white, you can't say this word. If you're black, you can't say this word. If you're white, you can't step into this shop even though there's absolutely no rules. What people are saying, there's absolutely no rules to anything. It ain't even by the law. People everywhere culture makes it up. And because culture makes it up, because people make it up, you gotta follow it. So that means you gotta follow opinions. And then if you go against that on purpose because you're trying to show, hey, you guys are stupid, you guys are acting like little toddlers, then you get banned, then you get punished, then you get kicked out, then you're treated like a disease. You're treated like a sickness. You're treated like some kind of virus or something. Everybody wants you to be a part of the crowd. You want to know something I found out about the crowd? The crowd knows nothing. You know what I found out that the crowd does? This is what they do 24/7. And when something happens that is pretty bad, you know what most people do? They freak out. They go into chaotic mode. They start acting like it's the end of the world. A lot of people too, a lot of people, something else about the crowd denies the creator. Yahweh. Yeshua. And if you believe in God, and people even despise the fact that you love the smallest things, that you just collect in your heart the most smallest things that God has made, that is here for us. People look over that and people hate that you collect that. People don't like it. People like to call you weird. At first it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. But then after a while, it starts coming out. And usually when it starts coming out, they get to where they don't like you. More and more it starts getting to where they see you as just stupid and strange and unhuman and, you know, like, who the heck are you? Who do you think you are? Then they start thinking you're a narcissist. Then they start thinking that you faking. Then they start thinking that you're wearing a mask this whole time and that you're just crazy. They like to deem you as crazy. Also, anytime you hear someone say that to you, you're deemed as crazy, you are crazy. Also, the fact that people like to claim they like to deem you as crazy, and whenever they say that, they mean it in an insult. They're trying to make you feel bad or trying to like they're trying to hurt that public part of you, of how people see you publicly. I don't know why you use that word as so offensive whenever you've used it on yourself. Just not in the same belief, not in the same thing. People will use words on others as insults, but they'll use it on themselves as a compliment. And then they don't like it if someone, so they compliment themselves with the B word, with the BITCH word. But if someone else calls them that, they get offended and they have the audacity to throw a fit. They'll even have it tattooed on them. They will have it tattooed on them. And it's like if you call them that, they'll get mad. One other thing, people don't have the answer to death or to life. People don't have the answer. You're supposed to be a part of where everyone else is. You're supposed to be with the earth. You're not supposed to be with God. You're not supposed to be with heaven. You're supposed to be with earth. Earth has no idea where to go, how to do, how to function, how to say yes or no, when to say yes or no, how to go left or right, when to go left and right. In fact, if you really want to know about it, the earth, people love to make up their own stuff and like to claim their own right or wrong. But then as soon as you're in trouble, as soon as they're in trouble, then that's whenever they be searching for the actual thing. But even whenever the actual thing shows up, They hate it. They despise it. And they call it out. Then they start insulting police officers. Then they start insulting the judge in the courtroom. Then they start pressing charges. One of the most biggest things I've learned as us human beings, mostly. Now, I'm not excluding myself because I have been this, but I will say, when God delivers you from your past self, you know what I become? I become this version of me where everything I'm talking about, I'm just not no more, and I don't understand why you do it. I don't understand. You know why? Because I feel what God feels and I see how God sees. If I could do it, you could do it. But I would highly recommend that you find God on your own path in your own time. And there's a certain time for everything. There's a lot of people as well that don't believe in that or don't actually know that or even teach that. There's a certain time for everything. You know what that also includes? If it's time for you to crash and burn, it is your time to crash and burn. Did you know that crashing and burning leads you to God? Crashing and burning don't mean death. Sometimes it might, but it does lead to clarity. It does lead to awakening. It does lead, I don't know. It's like it just leads to God. It leads to salvation. You don't get saved in the light. You get saved in the darkness. But I would highly recommend stay the living crap away from everybody. Stop listening to people. Stop doing what everybody else does. Also, another reason why I say this is because everywhere wants you to be like everyone else, wants you to stay like the world doesn't want you to be another brick in the wall, but at the same time it does, because whenever you leave where everyone else is, like for instance, I feel God down this very narrow little path in the middle of the woods that everyone thinks I'm crazy. Or heck, I try to tell people, certain people, I go down this little path in the middle of the woods and it's down that way. I can show you. You know what people do? They then withdraw from you and they disappear and they don't care about it. I'm trying to show you where I'm going. You're wondering where I'm going every single time you bring me to the crowd. Now all of a sudden disappear. And then I tell you and I try to show you. Every single time I take your hand and I try to show you, you vanish. And it's like, oh, so you don't want to see where I go and how I'm like this and why I'm like this. So there's people, they will gaslight you like that. They will pull everything. They will pull themselves out from under you like that. They will. Then they be wondering why you don't pray for them. Then they be wondering why God said don't have anything to do with them people. Then they want to condemn you for you not doing your job as a saint. Because they refuse to listen. Because they refuse to walk with you. Because they refuse to stay where you're taking them. Man is evil. If you really want to know about it, the only Savior you will ever have, ever, is the Lord. Is Yeshua. Jesus Christ. Jehovah. There's a reason why a small minority are healthy and they exercise regularly. I just wanted to get this out there. My time is almost up, honestly. But I hope you have a good day. And yeah, many people will tell you the very same thing. God bless you.